Hello guys. So in the today class we are going to study about a new topic. The new topic name is group by clause. In the last class what we have studied? In the last class we have covered about which topic? Before group by which topics comes? What I discussed in the last class. If you forgot then you have to watch my previous videos. Okay. So in the last class we have discussed about functions. Okay. Before functions which topic we have seen? Operators. Why sir you are taking any random topic? No. I am making a basic strongs. Okay. Without knowing the basic, if we move to the advanced topic, you will be in trouble. Sir, when we will start practicing much queries, please sir. See, now after group by, we will tomorrow see having clause and order by clause. Okay, tomorrow after or day after tomorrow. Okay. So after completing that, we will directly start solving subqueries. We will study different cases, how the subquery works, and what type of questions can be asked in the exams, in the interviews. Okay, so no worries. Now today we are going to learn about a new topic name is by group by clause. Now first of all, what is the meaning of group? Okay, Hindi chund, you can say. Instead of knowing the meaning, let's take an example, sir. Have you ever worked in a group project in school, college? Okay, not that type of project in which you will catch a smart, intelligent guy or a smart, intelligent woman, a colleague and or friend, and they will do the complete work at the time of submission. Just write your name also in front of their name, take the credit, take the marks, done. So in this way, it will not work everywhere. Okay, in corporates or any startup business. Okay, there will be separate teams will be there. Okay, who will be handling some works. Okay, there will be a team like a sales department will be there, HR department will be there, somewhere R&D department will be there. In R&D department also someone will be very good at doing research using different sources. Someone is good at summarizing the content. Someone is good at delivering the content. Okay, someone is good at creating the PPTs. So everyone has some strength and weakness. Okay, so with help of strengths of every person, how the team is coordinating with each other and producing the exact good result. This is the teamwork. Okay, so why you are saying this? Okay, because group by also do almost do like same. What it will do, it will group the records so that our further operation on certain groups on certain type of data will be done easily. Okay, sir, not understood, sir. Suppose if I give you a question, write a query to display details. No, sorry. Okay, I will display number of employees working in each department. Okay, write a query to display number of employees working in each department. Now pause the video, try to solve the question. Okay, if you are a beginner then you should pause and try to solve if you have watched my previous videos. Okay, so how the most of the students will answer, I will tell. Select count of asterisk from EMP. In this way you will write. What output it will show? Asterisk means what? It will display the number of records. So you will get the output 14 as the final answer, which is not the right answer. What I want, see, by looking at the table, it's a small table, so you can visualize the answer. That's why I'm making the table before only. Okay, now number of employees in each unit. So how many number are there in department 10? 1, 2. So I should get output like this, count of asterisk department number. Why department number? Just to identify which department number count is this. Okay, so department number 10, 2 employees are there, and department 20, 1, 2, 3, 3 employees are there in department number 20. I want output like this. Okay, I want this type of output in department 10 2 employees are there, 23 employees are there. By looking at the table, you can get the answer. How to write in the query? In the last class, I have taught about the characteristics or rules of multi-row functions. Okay, why I told this rule? Just to solve this type of questions. Okay. Now, first of all, we have to create group for each department. Department number 10, we have to create a group. Department number 20, we have to create a group. Okay, if we use where clause, where department number equal to 10 or 20, we can write, which can't able to count the exact answer. Okay, and you will write no row selected, 0 will come, I think. We will try. Okay, but for this type of questions, we need to first of all create a group to make our task counting easily. Okay, suppose if there are let's say class 6th, class 7th, class 8 students are sitting in an auditorium randomly. If I tell you to tell me how many number of students are there in class 7th, no attendance is nothing is there. Your first day is there at the school. Now by looking at the crowd can you easily able to count? No. But if you are already filtered, means standard 6 will be on the left, standard 8 on the right, and class 7 will be on the middle in the auditorium. So task will be still difficult, but comparatively it will be easier. Okay. So here we will write like this: group by. We have to make group based on what? Each department. Whenever the word each is there, so you have to use group by. Okay. Group by department number. Okay. Now, what is happening internally? Okay. So, internally happening is like this. EID, name, salary, department number. Okay, this is one table will be created. When we go to the first record, department number 10, for department number 1 group is created, department number 10 is matching. So what will be the data entry? 101 Alan 1010. The second record it will be. In second record 20 new department number, so new column will be, new group will be generated. Okay, EID, name, salary, department number. Okay, so a new group will be created. What? 102 ward 170020. Okay, so similarly it will go row by row. Row by row it will check the department number value. 20 is there again. So 102 Smith 150020. It will come in capital letter only. I want to save the space, that's why writing in capitalized case. Okay, after that it will check the fourth record. In fourth record it is in department 10. So 104 Jones 270010. Okay, and it will continue to the last record. In the last record again 20 is there. So you will write 105 Miller 250020. So a separate group is created for department number 10, department number 20. Based on department number, 2 groups are created. This is the output of group by clause. First of all, which clause executes? From clause executes, go to the database, search for the table, put the table under execution. Have I write here where clause? No sir. So what it means? It means where clause is optional. Whenever required we can use where clause. Select from, then where clause comes. After where we can use group by clause. Okay. So group is created. Now after that, after the group by clause, last which clause execute? Count, means select clause. In select clause what it will do? Count of total number of records. No, now these two output will be go to the select clause. Okay, not this original table, this two output. Okay, actually this two table not created. records got selected. This records which is got sorted and selected will go to the select clause output. Okay. Now here it will check how many records are there. Asterisk is the number of records. So here number of records are 2. Here number of records are 3. Okay. So I will get output like this. What type of output I will get? I will get output like this. Two, 3. You will get output like this. Okay. But now sir, confusion is there. It's 2 and 3 is for which department number? 2 for 10 or 3 for that 30 or 10. I don't know anything. So that's why for that. Now I have taught you a word called group by expression in the last class. What is the meaning of that? See, the column name or expression which is we pass in group by clause. Okay, the column name or expression which we are passing in the group by clause, that is called group by expression. Why? Because that we can write with MRF in the select clause. Okay, department number. What was the second rule which I told you? We can't pass any other column name or expression, okay, in select clause along with MRF except group by expression. Okay, some things we have to mug up. Okay, then only it will be useful when we try to learn further concepts. Why it throw the error, why it not throw the error. Okay, so we can write the department number here. So now output will be some changes will be there. Department number. 2 is for which department number? 10. 3 is for which department number? 20. So this is the final output. Final output will look like this. Okay. First of all, what it will do? It will go row by row and check the department number. Based on that, it will create the groups. Okay. After groups created, what count star will do? Select clause. In that count function is there. It will count the number of records. Department number to display the department number. Okay. Why only department number? Because the relational model is being followed. So you got an idea about group by clause. What does the group by clause do? It will use to group the records. So without syntax you explain, because what is the need to explain the syntax if I can show directly? But I will show the syntax also. That's very important. Because question where to come, when to use where clause, when not to use where clause. Okay. The syntax we have to see is select column name or group by expression. Column name, group by expression, asterisk, it can be anything, depend on the question. From table name. Okay. After that, where filter condition we write. Okay, filter condition. This is optional. In the square bracket I am mentioning, means according to the question only we can use, if mentioning the question or not. Okay. Where after that we will write group by. Wait a minute. Group by column name or expression, depends. After group by clause, next topic we will be learning about having clause, which will come after this. Then order by clause is also there, that we will learn tomorrow. Okay. So if we go to the order of execution, first is go to from clause always. Definitely always from clause will come. That you have to remember in the mind. After from clause, if where clause is used, comes second. If where clause used, then after that group by clause will come. After that final select clause will execute at the last. Order of execution 1 to 4 ascending order. So if I didn't mention the where clause, so group by clause will come execute after from clause. Means second it will come, select clause will execute at the last third. Okay, this is how syntax is, and this is how the order of execution, how it will workflow. Workflow I have explained. Okay sir, got an idea. At the end semicolon is meant. Is the board visible? Board is visible. Okay, no worries. Morning 5 o'clock. Making the video. Okay, please like, share, subscribe, support me please, so that I can make content aggressively well and faster. Today also not feeling well in between. Then also I thought why today release the content. So now after this, if I give you a question, write a query to display maximum salary in each department. Okay. If I give you a question, write a query to display the maximum salary in each department. See, look at the table. See, first of all, try to understand the data. Sometimes we are sample data I am giving in short. The reason behind is, if you able to understand how we are getting the output, then you can try to get using query. Okay. So that's my way of teaching. First of all, look at the table, understand the question, get the answer before reading. Then how to get the answer using query we will see. Okay. So maximum salary in each department. So in department number 10, how many records are there? First of all, 1, 2 records are there. Okay. So in 2 records salary are 1000 and 2700. Here what is the maximum salary in department 10? 2700. So I want 2700. Okay. Now next department 20, how many records are there? 1, 2, 3. What are the salaries? 1700, 1500, 2500. Here in department 20, which is the maximum salary? 2500. So I want these two as the final output. Okay. So you have got it. What output answer I want from which type of data. So what we will write, select. See, after having clause and order by clause, you will get almost every basics idea. Now then we will implement this type of ideas or basic knowledge into subqueries. In subqueries there are multiple questions are there. Okay. For assignment only, if I give you, I can give you 50 questions. Simple to hard. Medium level, not much hard. So if you want to go much hard, then we have to understand correlated subqueries. We have to understand some advanced topic window functions. First of all, I don't want to load you with every hard topic initially. So what I will write, maximum salary I want for each department. Now how we will do? First of all, what I want to display. Wait a minute, I should be red mark. Select max of salary I want to display. Maximum salary from which table name? Employee table. Group by. I need to make the group by department number. Okay. So separate groups will be created. What will happen here? I will not mention the entire table, entire records now. I will just see the salary. Okay. So in department 10 column, so some groups will be created. Department 20, certain groups will be created. Okay. Actually it will select the entire record, but I am not sure. I want to waste time. I will just show how it goes. 1000 in department 1000 to 700 is there. Okay. So here max function will work. Okay. So max function, what will we do? Max function, what is the role of maximum function? It will find the maximum salary. Okay. So how it maximum function will work? Group by group. Okay. So it will check the all records from that. It will take which is the maximum salary. So maximum salary is 2700. So it will take 2700 into 20 also. It will check salary of 1700, 1500, 2500. Here which is the maximum salary. Here also max function will work. Max function. So max function will group by count. It will take the all records in a group, which 3 records, and will take the maximum salary. Filter out the maximum salary record. Okay. And what it will display the maximum salary. So our output will look like this. Output will look like this. Salary 2700 and 2500. Okay, but it's of which department number I don't know. but I can write group by expression along with MMRF. Yes, I can write. So I can write here department number. So I can write like this. Output will show like this. Department number 10, 20. This is the final output. So you got an idea how group by clause is working. Okay. How it's work. First of all, it create groups. Means it will filter out the records. Means it will not filter out the records. It will create the group of records based on what I should separate. I should separate based on department number I mentioned. Suppose if I mention based on job, okay, we will see in the query. Based on job, I want to group the records. Manager, analyst, salesman, clerk. Okay, we can make the groups based on that, and then we can write what I want to display. Sir, you have told about group by clause, okay, but you didn't use from clause, sir. I want to see from clause. Okay, so if I modify a question, okay, last question for this, then we will practice the queries. In each department having salary greater than 2000. If I give a question like this, means what I mean to say, salary should be greater than 2000 and I want the maximum salary in each department. Means maximum salary I want for each department, but it should be greater than 2000. Okay, good. So how it will work? You know the syntax, so first write the query, then I will explain how it's working. Select max of sal, comma, department number from PMP where salary greater than 2000, group by department number. This is how we will write the query. Okay, now what's happening I will explain. Okay, wait. First of all, from clause execute, go to the database, search for the table, emp to be where it is, and put the employee table under execution under process. Okay, where everything is. After that, where clause it will work. Where clause it will do row by row. It will filter the records. Okay, salary greater than 2000. So first record will not come, second record will not come, third record will not come, fourth and fifth record. These two record will only get selected. Okay. Now group by department number. It will make the group for these two records only. Okay. So these two records means first is 10. Okay. For department 10, it will make a group EID, e-name, salary, department number. 20 also it will make group. Okay. EID, e-name, salary, department number. Okay. So again it will make two separate groups. But here it will only be take one value because limited data I have mentioned. Okay. So which will come 104 Jones 2700 10. Okay. 105 if nothing, if board is not visible what I am writing, I am speaking, listen to that. 105 Miller space limited is there. 2500 20. Okay, these two records are there. But suppose if I make a changes, okay, instead of 1000, if I am mentioned here let's say 3000. Okay, so according to the filter condition it will get selected because its salary is greater than 2000. So what it will come, output will be change will be there here 101 Allen 3000 10 will also come. Okay, this is how it will work. Sir, first Allen should come. Yes, Allen will come, then Jones will come. Okay, this is how it will do the sorting. First it will filter the records. From that remaining filter record, how many three records are there? From this 3 records group will be created. Okay, 10 and 20. Now from these 3 records, what I want to display the maximum salary and the department number. What is the maximum salary here? Max function what it will do? It will work group by group. Okay, it will take all records and it will find the maximum salary and department number. So our final output will look like this. Sal, department member. Salary is 3000. Department 10. 2500. Department 20. This is the final output. So how final output will come? You have got an idea. What it do? First of all, it is going. Okay. First of all, it's filtering the records. Salary greater than 2000. So 3 records got selected. Okay. From these 3 records, it will make group for department 10. It will create group 20. Create a group. Okay. Group is created. From this group, this group will go to the select clause at the last after group by. Okay. So in select clause, what it will filter? It will find the maximum salary and department number it will take. Maximum salary 3000. Department number is for 10 only. Maximum salary 2520. Okay. This will come as the final output. This is how group by clause works. So you have got an idea about how group by clause works. Okay. So tell me, group by clause executes row by row or group by group? Tell me. Okay. If someone says group by group, give a type slab. Okay. To create group also, it has to go. It has to search row by row. Okay. That's why it will work row by row. Many students do a mistake group by clause. The word group is mentioned, so it will execute group by group. They will think, but it executes row by row. Okay. So characteristics one is executes row by row. Okay, written after where clause. Sometimes if where clause not used, written after from clause we can say. Okay, and very important, any clause executes after group by clause executes group by group. So what do you mean? After group by clause, which clause was executing? Select clause. So select clause will execute group by group. Okay. So sir, after group by clause, we will learn about having clause. So having clause will also execute group by group if we use group by clause. Okay. These are the 2 important points you need to remember. Okay, another rest points in syntax only you can say it written after where clause. If where clause use, otherwise it executes after from clause. Okay, group by clause is to group the records. 4 points here. 2 points already mentioned. 2 points already told. 1 from syntax. 1 is the definition. Okay. Here multi-row functions has been used most of the times. Start practicing the queries. Let's practice the queries. So first we will connect. Username is Scott. Password Tiger. So now we are connected. Now first let's see the table. Before that, first we need to set pages. 100 lines. 100. Okay. We are connected the user. Now, if I give you a question like this, before that, first see the employee table. Select asterisk from EMP. So you can see the entire employee table. Okay. Now, if I tell you the count the number of employees in each department. Okay. Write a query to display number of employees in each department. Okay. So what you will do? Select count of asterisk from EMP group by department number. It will count the number of records for each groups. Okay, 653. But for which department number? I am not sure. You will think 10 is an ascending order. That is the lowest. So 6 is for department number 10. 5 for 20. 3 for 30. Let's check. So what you will do? You will do one change, comma, department number from EMP. Okay. Group by department. So everything is wrong. 6 for 30, 5 for 20, 3 for 10. See how it's happening. First, which department number is there? 20. Okay, so it will show for department 30. Okay, why 30? So it will do randomly only. Okay, not sure. We can't see how the compiler is doing. It is creating the groups. Based on the groups, it is sorting it is arranging the values. 6 for 30, 5 for 20, 3 for 10. Okay, if you're not sure, I want to check, sir. So what you can do, select is the screen visible? Select asterisk from EMP where department number equal to 30. Let's check whether 6 records are there coming out. 6 records are there. 6 employees are there working department number 30. No problem. Now, if I give you a question, write a query to display average salary of all employees excluding the employees of department number 20. Okay, so what you will do, select average of what salary, comma, department number from EMP. Okay, now we need to use here where clause because I don't want department number 20, so I will add where department number shift not equal to 20. You can write not department number equal to 20 also, your wish. You will write group by department number. What it will do, it will find the average salary for department number 10 and department number 30. Okay, so you got the answers. Okay, write a query to display. If I give you a question like this again, write a query to display number of employees having character A in their name in each job. So means I want the names of employee who is having character A in their name, but in each job I want. So means I need to group based on job here. Okay, so what I can do, select what I want to display, total number of. Okay, so I can use count. Select count of asterisk. Wait a minute, you want to count of asterisk. After that, what based on which job? Okay, from EMP. Where clause we need to use because the condition is having character A in their name, where E name like shift percentage A dollar not percentage comma single quotes group by job. In each job, for each type of job we create a group: salesman group, manager group, clerk group, okay, analyst group, and in that it will filter out the first of all it will filter out where the job name is A. Okay, after that we will create the group for each type of job: analyst, clerk, salesman, manager. Okay, and it will count the total number of records: 3 salesmen, 2 clerk, and 2 manager. Okay, so total how many records are there? 2, 2, 4, 3, 7. Sir, I'm not sure, I want to check. So what you can do, you can do one thing. Let's do total 7 records are there or not. Remove this group by job, and instead of that I will put shift. Okay, e name I will put Control A, Control S, cancel. Allen, Ward, Martin, Blake, Clark, Adams, James. Okay, 7 employees we have got as a final answer. So we are right. If I give you a question again, write a query to display. Wait a minute. Total salary. I have to display total salary needed to pay and number of salesmen in each department needed to pay okay, leave that. Write according to display total salary needed to pay for each type of job except president. Okay, what is the total salary needed to pay for each type of job except president? Okay, so first of all I will let's say I will skip the job equal to president. What I will do, select sum of sal comma job from EMP group by job for, okay, so it will show total salary for each type of job. Okay, for president 5,000, only one person is there, so it is showing the exact value. And for clerk, total salary paid for all employees is 4,150 per month, and salesman 5600. Total, it's all managers 8,275, and analyst total is 6,000. Now I want except the president, so I need to remove the president. I will use where clause first, where job not equal to president in single quotes, president, Control A, Control S. So here you remove the president. First of all, what is happening, it will remove the president record, and all records will go to the group by clause. In group by, it will group based on the job, and it will find the sum of sal and job. It will display. Okay, last question for the day. Write a query to display number of managers in each job. Okay, I want to display the number of managers in each job. So what I can do, select count, sorry, each job is not possible. Question is write a query to display number of managers in each department. Okay, this is the right question. So what I will do, select count of asterisk comma department number from EMP where job equal to manager group by department number. Okay, so there are only one managers for each department. So let's check. Remove the group by let's say I will put E name, Control A, Control S. Only 3 managers are there. Okay, so this is all about group by clause. You got an idea about how group by clause works. Okay, it will create groups. Based on the groups we can solve the question. Sir, without group by clause I think we can do, sir. I'm not sure, sir, but okay, if confusion is there, now do it and try. Okay, if everything I will do, then you will not able to think much. My duty is to make you how to think. Okay, so that's all for the day.